These guys flew across the world. Gotcha. Hey, what's up guys? It's Mike with Alpha Reptile back with another video today, and today is somewhat of a different video. Today I am introducing to you the Emerald Dragon project. I know that intro sequence was seemingly random, but that's because most of you guys probably haven't seen the first iteration, the precursor to this series. Click up here. You guys will be taken to the video of setting up this brand new habitat for the creatures that you will see in this video. It might seem a little bit lame to call the creatures that are going into this tank a dream reptile, but they kind of are in a sense. I'll be making an entire video about dream reptiles and what my dream reptiles are and what dream reptiles I actually currently own. But for this video, if you are interested in sharing what your dream reptile is, let me know in the comments down below. Stay tuned and let's get going. Now before we hop into the unboxing of these creatures, these reptiles that I imported from Europe, we actually need to talk about the reptile import because myself and my girlfriend Brie are given the pleasure of helping Ashley from Northern Lights Reptile Imports the help that she needs during these crazy 2,000, 3,000 head imports she does from the UK, Malaysia, Europe, Russia. We are given the privilege to help her, so let's talk a little bit about that. Ashley is one of Canada's top importers of some extremely rare reptiles, especially in the Canadian hobby. Just check out some of these guys, like Australian water dragons, you name it, she's imported it. Thanks, Ashley, for letting us help if you watch this. Now that you understand that these reptiles came in through a great friend, somebody that we help out, some cool things that you might be able to bring in yourself, I'll leave a link to her email down below for you guys to check out. Just know it's not cheap, but I've already introduced to you the Emerald Dragon project. Let me know what you guys think about the name in the comments down below. I might be willing to change it if somebody comes up with a more creative name, but they look like dragons, they're green. Let's move to me about a month ago, super tired after working like 7 hours with that import. It's been a long night of putting away the European import. These guys flew across the world, the new additions. I'm super excited to have them. I've been really wanting the species, as you guys have heard, for numerous years, and I was finally able to track some down. I guess Ashley was finally able to track some down for me, so we hopped on them. Now we're just gonna hydrate them before we put them in their brand new humble abode. Let's go! My lovely model Brie will be doing the capture and release.
This is the young male.
So this is the juvenile male. Cool how he's not fully green yet, hey? But look at that tail. They don't even have the longest tail of the whole genus.
Right now we're just letting them sit in some water. They've gone on a really long flight, so hopefully it encourages them to drink something. You can kind of see his tongue going. I'm hoping he'll maybe take a few drinks of water. I mean, we're obviously not going to force them to drink, but...
Put it right there.
Yeah, there he goes. He's drinking some water. We want to make sure they're hydrated, because sometimes when you have animals on a long trip, you can put them in their enclosure and you can miss them all you want, but sometimes it doesn't encourage them to drink, like soaking them well.
I'd rather have them hydrated before they go in and know they're off to the best start possible.
The girls, you can see her tails and shit. She's got a beautiful white stripe on her side. Her, I'm gonna leave in the water.
Yeah, both of you. I'll leave for a minute.
Yeah. This is the other female. She's got a freshly regenerated tail tip. Interesting to know that this species regenerates their tail.
Pretty nice.
Doesn't want to stay still.
Never.
I almost want to bet that this is the one that laid the eggs.
Yeah.
You can kind of see hip indentations, although they're super small. She's got also a more deflated tummy.
Yeah. Alright, you get her in the bath and she's off. Yeah, a little bit.
Alrighty.
Just wherever. Put them in there.
Gonna kind of open this one inside the tank. There you go. Oh, you're already ready to go. Okay.
Right back there is why I put grass in here. To see grass lizards being grass lizards on grass. And now that the cat's out of the bag, you guys know that I got the Tachydromus smaragdinus, the beautiful emerald grass lizard. They are such a remarkable species, and I'm so happy that I got some for a new project for the room and something for me to kind of sink my heart and soul into. There has been some issues though, which started with him, the male. The troublemaker himself. The day after they came in, I walked into the room and saw that he had a prolapsed hemipene. Now, I don't think it's safe to show the picture on YouTube. I will show it, but it'll be a little bit blurred out. He must have had some fun with his new roommates and decided that, you know what, I just can't bring it back, man. Whatever it is, I can't bring it back. I ended up contacting my vet. He recommended bringing him into the clinic, but because the clinic is so far away, that would have been like a 3-hour round trip for simply a prolapsed hemipene, so I decided to try a homemade remedy. I ended up making a super saturated sugar solution so I could hydrate or soak a Q-tip in it and then simply just apply it to his hemipenal area, and that worked wonders. I kept him in a sterile tub for a couple hours, his hemipenes retracted, and I then put him back in the tank. And there hasn't been any issues with him since. Of the two females, she has had a few issues with her tail, and I'm thinking it's coming to the point where I might just have to get a sterile scalpel and cut the very tip off her tail. Her tail is kind of rotting in like a tail rot like fashion, and after again contacting my vet, sending him some videos and photos, he has said that that would probably be the best option. Obviously, it would be better to bring her in, but again, because I'm so far away from him, I feel pretty safe doing this procedure myself, as it is the very tip of the tail and there shouldn't be any major arteries or veins there that would cause excess bleeding. So I will assess that as needed. I might not have to act at all simply because she might end up dealing with it herself. It might just suffocate the tip of the tail and fall off itself. Like I mentioned in the video itself, this little girl down here actually ended up having eggs in transit from Europe to here. Now what's really cool about Tachydromus and specifically the smaragdinus, they are kind of egg factories, which is both a blessing and a curse, I suppose, but they produce eggs what is said to be every 2 to 3 weeks. And I'm not entirely positive because we can't actually trace back whose eggs they were in the container, but with that being said, she was also the one that was super deflated and not looking as good as the other female, so I'm assuming that those eggs came from her. And just about 4 days ago, Bree was in the enclosure and found another infertile egg. Tank is doing okay. The updates on the plants, obviously the Gesneriad's not doing so hot. It's not quite as humid as I thought it would be in there. I'm going to be hooking up a fogger to this tank in the next few days here just to see how or if that makes a difference with these guys at all. They are doing great themselves. They're eating super healthy weights, very active lizards. It's really nice to have a diurnal species because if you haven't seen the reptile room tour, the majority of the geckos that we have in the room are actually nocturnal, so we don't see them being super active throughout the day, or crepuscular if you're one of those sticklers, whatever. Let's not go down that debate. So that is the new project. The cat's out of the bag. The lizards are out of the container. They are doing wonderful. and I'm super happy to have them in the room. I hope you guys enjoy the announcement of the brand new project here in the jungle room that we have going here. It's very exciting, and I'm super excited to kind of have a project of my own. I know I have the turtles and a few other things, but the majority of what's in the room is actually my girlfriend's. I'm stoked to share it with her. I can't complain with that, but it's nice to have a project that is kind of near and dear to my heart. So I want to thank you guys all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit the like button down below. If you want to see more reptile content like you saw today, make sure you click that subscribe button, as well as play Ding Dong Ditch with the doorbell next to it. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. I would love to engage with you all in the comment section when you let me know what your favorite or what your dream reptile is, as well as what you think of the name The Emerald Dragon Project. I'd love to have your feedback down below. So we'll catch you in the comment section. We'll see you in the next video. Later.